The drama from yesterday's race?
The drama was that Greg Spark had to go out on the second lap because he damaged the diff in his car, did a bearing in the front of it, and sheared it off actually, and too much curb hopping, I think. And there was a lovely photo on Facebook of Brent Main doing a wonderful pirouette on turn 2.
Right, okay. On the Hondacup Facebook page?
Yes.
And so running the ripples has caused a few problems, so Sparky had to whip back to Hamilton and get what?
I think that they just had to replace the bearing that had sheared off.
Right, we're racing, reverse grid race, so it's going to be the slow guys, slow drivers up the front of the field, and straight away some of the mid-pack having a really good battle, racing around the iconic turn 1 into the ripples. And this is where you've got to be careful you don't run it too hard, and can do yourself some suspension damage. But of course, if you can straight line it, really pick up some genuine speed and get that exit speed coming off turn 3 onto the back straight, which is all about how you can set up a fast time here at Pukekohe. So Brent Main out in front, Roger Macy, Steve Hughes and Chris Hughes. They're the brothers from Pocono, Jason Gibbs, Gary Wilson, your hubby.
Yep.
70 years old, watch out for him. Car number 22. Choo. Had a good race yesterday? Was he happy?
Yes, he did. He did a bit of a big curb hop on turn 2, apparently. Whoops, Roger Macy.
Already, a little bit of a light touch.
Yes.
We had a bit of that yesterday, just the odd little wee touch in some of the classes, and as you can see, bang, one of the guys just sliding wide around the hairpin. So who looks after that with the driving standards observer?
Oh, Martin Dunn is the driving standards officer, and he does a very good job, and I'm sure that he sees all those things.
So do you have jurisdiction cameras on board and that sort of stuff?
A lot of the cars are carrying cameras,
right.
A lot of them. And
just in case they have to go back and revisit issues or incidents for penalties?
No, they don't usually use it for that. Generally, it's the reason they carry the cameras is it's very good to get the good footage up and put the Motor Hondacup out there. Good for the sponsors.
And they can learn a bit about their driving lines and racing lines.
That's right. You learn a lot from videos.
But it's all about how you actually adjust and use that information wisely as they smoke it up. That's Simeon Woosley. Oh, contact!
Whoops.
2. He's the guy from Gulf Harbour. The young, 18-year-old that drove away with the race yesterday. And straight away, that could be an incident.
It could be, because he
revisit.
It's not good to take out the president of the Hondacup.
Who was that?
Greg Spark.
That was Greg Spark.
It was. It's just a little love chap.
Well, it's a bit more than a love chap.
Oh yes, Simeon's gone out.
The man that won the race yesterday, he's been involved in the sparks. Sparks have been flying after hitting Greg Spark. Or
yes.
Greg Spark hit him.
No, I think that Simeon might have just overcooked it just a wee fraction there. Oh, he's still rolling.
Which is good, so he's going to roll back into the pits and try and sort out the Integra. So that's going to be an issue for Martin Dunn to discuss later on about the integrity of the racing today. So that means number 111, Matt Grant, who was second yesterday. He's come charging up through the field after a couple of laps, and he's grabbed the lead from 16, Jason Gibbs, and number 11, Bailey Walker, who was third yesterday, is running on that podium spot again today. So it's the battle between these Civics and the Integras and all the different classes you'll see on the windows. 1600s, 1800s, 2 litres and 2.4.
2.4.
2.4.
Yep. And the blue ones are the N1 class, the 1600.
So they're all going to have various class winners?
Yes, that's it, as well as the overall. And the N1 runs as a separate class as well. But you've got to give those guys credit. The Hughes brothers are running very well this weekend, and they're N1.
So that's 75 and 76. That's 76. Looks like it's Chris Hughes. So 3 laps gone and a little bit of drama straight away into the second race of the Motul Honda Cup with Simeon Woosley. We'll find out exactly what happened with him after that little wee clash coming around the hairpin with number 23, Greg Spark. He slightly dropped back through the field, so he was the man who dashed away and sorted out some of the issues with the car in Hamilton. Meanwhile, Matt Grant's opened up a big lead over 16, Jason Gibbs. He's now coming under pressure from number 11, Bailey Walker. So Jason Gibbs in the H2 class from Hamilton. He's in that white Civic, and Bailey Walker in the H4 class. So that's the 2.4. So he's got more horsepower from Palmerston North. So you can see that black Civic will overtake the white Civic as they come around that kink in the back straight down through the old part of the circuit. So it's 2.91 kilometres. And we're back to the good old straight lining at Pukekohe, and a lot of the drivers absolutely loving that part of the track compared to when they race here with the supercar round, when they have the chicane in the back straight, just to slow the speed down of those big V8 supercars. So for here, a lot of the club guys in their various classes have a chance to actually feel what Pukekohe was like in the old days and what they're like nowadays by using the short track. So it's wound up to the max horsepower, and I think a lot of the drivers have absolutely been loving it, Glennis.
Yes, they have. Yes, they certainly are enjoying the long back straight. There was a little bit of apprehension about they thought that they were going to run out of revs running down there, but most of them seem to be coping quite well with that.
Just change your braking spots. Let it flow.
Oh, forget you've got brakes.
Well, this guy certainly has got no problems with the brakes, and that's number 11, Matty Grant. He'll be looking forward to getting a race win after sort of having to follow Simeon Woosley yesterday.
Yes, they're fairly close in top speed, those boys, and also in their racecraft. They're very good racers. And expect Bailey Walker to keep hammering away there and chase after Matt.
So there's number 22, Gary Wilson, being passed by Paul Muldoon. So that's your hubby. 70 years old, number 22, Gary Wilson. And he's been racing from, what? He hasn't stopped racing, basically, has he?
No.
From Whakatane, which is fantastic that, you know, and you celebrated your 50th wedding anniversary here by coming to the races.
What else do you do with a petrol head?
So here he is still out there with Paul Muldoon.
Yes, and Paul confirmed he wasn't Rob's son.
Oh, he was? No relation. Okay, no relation to the old infamous Muldoon. I tell you. Greg Spark, 23, the president. And of course, a lot of the classes, they've got all the drivers involved in actually running the classes as well.
Yes, they run a very professional ship, and all credit to the officials of the Hondacup. They work very well with the sponsors, with the Motul guys and the Honda New Zealand. So, you know, it makes for a very happy relationship.
All working together for that same goal, to get that need for speed. So we should have the last lap board up now, especially for number 111, Matt Grant out of Auckland in that black Honda Civic. Bailey Walker, number 11. So it's all the ones today. And Bailey Walker trying to hold on. And Jason Gibbs, number 16. So the difference is 8.5 seconds. So the leader, he's got a really good chance to pick up the points and bank those today. Bailey Walker, and then of course Jason Gibbs, number 16. Will he come under pressure from number 13, Paul Muldoon? So there is Bailey Walker in second spot.
Yes, they've opened up quite a wee bit of a gap there, back to
Matty Grant.
Yep.
Coming up and over the top of the hill. He'll be enjoying this moment. Simeon Woosley's had a bit of bad luck, but it's good luck for Matt Grant. He's going to take the checkered flag and get a win in the Motul Honda Cup. Now we'll wait to see number 11, Bailey Walker, coming over the hill in the little wee white Civic. He's going to take second spot, a place on the podium. Good way to start your Sunday. And number 16, Jason Gibbs, should be next up.
Yes, he's just finished across the finish line.
So he's just coming down now. 13, Paul Muldoon, and then Gary Wilson, Greg Spark, then the Hughes brothers from Pocono, just down the road, 75 and 76, Brett Main, Adam Carpenter, Roger Macy, John Torrance, Shane Hine, Mark Ely, and the big story of the day will be Simeon Woosley after the clash with the president. So you can be the secretary and go and sort that out behind the scenes and come back and give us the report for race 3. We'll have a chat with Martin Dunn.
I think Martin will have it all sorted in a very amicable way.
Yes, I'm quite sure. What happened then? Do you hear both sides of the stories?
Racing incident.
It's such a great term that can cover so many things.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
So there you go, team. That's the Motul Honda Cup, and stick around. Coming up